Good evening, class. Professor Sass here. I can't believe that it is almost the end of the fourth week. You are all almost halfway officially finished with this class. And if all goes according to plan with your clinical practice courses. And I feel like this is a good time to bring up the verification of hours log because it might seem too early to discuss it. It is the assignment that is due in week 7, and it's a big one. 255 points, all or nothing. There's no halfway because it's really a documentation of your hours, how you have met the hours, how you've met EL hours, how you've collaborated with your DSP, with support providers, with everyone. And what I've had in the past is I've had a lot of CP4 students. I just want you all to be able to avoid this error. They very often will turn in an incomplete document, which is really problematic because it is a legal document that Alliant passes on to the state in order to demonstrate to them, hey, this student has met all their hours. And we can't pass that on if signatures are missing or hours are missing or the box that's supposed to be marked, teacher candidate has completed the hours is not marked, or heaven forbid, the other box is marked saying that the teacher candidate did not complete the hours when clearly the hours show that they were met. So what I'd like you to do is treat this assignment with great care. Look over every detail, make sure all your I's are dotted, your T's are crossed, make sure everything's signed, dated, and appropriately filled in. And most importantly, make sure that you are using the updated verification log. This has been in effect for a couple terms now, and there's still students that are kind of filtering through with the old verification log. It happens every term, so I want to share my screen and guide you all on how to get that new verification of hours form if you do not yet have it. And the first place you're going to need to go is the place that I feel I speak to all my students incessantly about, and that is the clinical practice resource page. You'll go to announcements and scroll down to the bottom. It was the second announcement I posted. Stand corrected. It was the third announcement I posted, clinical practice resource page. And I hyperlinked it. And here it is, all the new forms that you will need in addition to any assistance that you require with Teaching Channel. It's a new system for everyone. This is our second term with it. And most teacher candidates are adapting to it really well. I myself am getting more comfortable with it, but there are students that are having difficulties. When you have difficulties, please go to Teaching Channel FAQs and write down, type out, it's a Google Doc, type out what your issue is, and Carmi Preston will get back to you on that Google Doc within 2 working days with a solution. And she very often is much faster than that. So just a side note, please come here if you're having any problems with Teaching Channel. So you will go to California Intern Pathway. Sounds right. Scroll down because you are at the end of your coursework. And you can see all the updated forms along with how-tos, instructional videos, and what have you. So you'll just go to this verification of hours log and go ahead and download it if you have not already. And I do want to share with you what it looks like. and clarify the expectation on hours. This is what it looks like. It's quite different from the last one. Personally, I think it's laid out much more clearly. And it really summarizes for you what you need, how many hours you need, and what is required and what is really optional. Oh, I was hoping to draw here. So here you are. In red, you'll see those hours are required. That 12 hours is required. That 36 hours is required. The 150 hours really is reflective of your time teaching in the classroom. But since you are on the intern track, we all understand that those hours are kind of a given. You are the case manager. You are with the students from the beginning to the end of the day. So get out of here and scroll on down. All right, it has, I think, a cool drop-down menu that gives you a lot of options for the type of support you're receiving, the type of instruction that you're giving, or support you're providing to parents, to students. And truly, the options are really endless. I've had a lot of students ask me, so does this count for hours? Does that count for hours? I'm actually not allowed to specifically tell you yes or no, but I can problem solve with you on how to figure out what works for hours and what does not. Heads up, lesson planning counts. IEPs, absolutely. This is the section I'm referring to right here. You want to make sure that this box is checked. Your DSP checks it. You need to sign here. A digital signature is just fine. And your support provider needs to sign here. Digital signature is, again, just fine. And if you have any issues on kind of knowing how to do a digital signature, again, there is a step-by-step video in the clinical practice resource page. And personally, I have found Google to be a great assistance in helping me work through my digital signature issues. So I hope this is helpful. I'm sorry that it was a bit loquacious. I am working on that. Enjoy your break. I hope many of you are on break at least for a while yet and are able to recharge before getting back to working with the students again. Have a great evening.